what he said.
Holy.
That's what he said.
Holy.
That's what he said.
Holy. Happy New Year, everyone. This is Andy with Florida Gun Supply, leading a movement of people all across America. People like Helen Crowley, Nicole Ann, Joe Frades, Jeff Deason, and Michelle Nieves from all across the country, uniting together to get armed, get trained, and carry daily. The first episode of the new year, episode 32, starts right now. Can't wait. I don't own a gun shop. I lead a movement.
Andy Hallinan.
Andy Hallinan.
Andrew Hallinan, the owner of that Florida Gun Supply store.
It's not just about guns for us. It's about life and liberty.
The solution to violent crime is for good guys like you and I to unite, to get armed, get trained, and carry daily.
This guy's educated. He's an educated guy. He's speaking the truth. Took so much weight off my shoulders.
We're the kind of patriots you've always wanted to be. Join us. Hello, Robert, Jesse, and everybody else that is on here. Stano, Jimmy, Tabitha, Tim. Good to see you guys. Ramon, love to see you guys. We have not gone live in 2 weeks. We skipped a week last week. I have missed you guys like crazy. It was painful not going live for a week and being able to talk to you guys, because there's something inherently about coming together as a community and building and being there for each other and inspiring. And so I absolutely love doing the show, and I love being connected with each and every one of you guys. If you guys are happy to be here on Monday night, hit the thumbs up button all across social media. We've got some large and really exciting things going on here at Florida Gun Supply in 2018. We can't wait to share it. And we've got a lot going on. 2017 was a wonderful year. I want you guys to hit the thumbs up button if you are glad that it's over. I am so glad that 2017 is over. It flew by. I don't even know where 2017 went. It was so remarkably quick. Now, if you're like me, your business, your family, your community has gone through trials, tribulations, ups and downs all year, but we are here on the first day of the new year looking forward to a bright future, a future that you and I come together and help build, a future that you and I come together and help shape. We go out there and we be the change we want to see in our communities, and we've got some great ideas and some great lessons that we've had. Sean Russell, Kevin Greenleaf, Dave Foster, Jesse Adams, Jim Singletary, and Charles Christensen. Great to see you all live on this Monday night. Now, tonight's show is going to be a little bit unique. We have some really great things to talk about tonight. Our show is primarily going to cover the top 6 videos of 2017. Now, these videos were chosen not at random, not at view count, but just the most loved videos that we enjoyed in 2017. Brian says, checking in here from parts unknown with all of the haters in the group as well. That's one of the things that we experienced in 2017 are some great people coming and joining the team and unfortunately departing and going on their ways. We love each and every one of those people and have absolutely no hard feelings, even though it doesn't seem like it's that way on the other side. But that is what we're looking forward to, is a new, clean, fresh slate in 2018 here at Florida Gun Supply. Tucker Fairburn, good to see you. Amy Ramsey and everybody else. Lisa Green, good to see you. We've got a couple of stickers to give away. First and foremost, we've got Michael Bice, B-I-C-E, on YouTube. It's your first time watching. You've just won a sticker from Florida Gun Supply. Make sure it makes its way to the back of your vehicle, and send an email to Carissa@FloridaGunSupply.com with your address, and then we can ship it out. Larry Losal on YouTube says, how'd the pin shoot go on Saturday? Larry, it was awesome. We had 16 people show up, and everybody loved it, and we got a chance last night as the Florida Gun Supply team to go out and test out the new things that we'll be shooting at the next Bowling Pin Shoot. Very excited. First time watching, again, Michael Bice, send an email to chris@floridagunsupply.com for your chance to get a free sticker. So 2017 had some great, awesome things. We had some great times in 2017. We created some great content in 2017. But one of the things that we did in 2017 was we tried to take our profits and use it for the benefit of the community, at the same time as inspiring America to get armed, get trained, and carry daily. We came out with some great videos based on our core fundamental principles. As gun owners, we are not out there going out there and being badass people trying to look for fights and be vigilantes. It's the exact opposite. We're trying to do what it takes to make a community that agrees that all human life is equally valuable. No matter what race or background you are, your life is equally valuable to the next person, and it must be protected. One of the ways that we try to combat this is through education and information. And one of the biggest rules and misnomers and myths out there is the idea that dead men don't tell tales, which is why our Dead Men Don't Tell Tales video comes up as number 6 on the top 6 videos of 2017. Have a look.
Hey guys, this is Andy with Florida Gun Supply making a quick video on our way to the gun shop. I am sick and tired of all the people talking about, oh, if you're going to shoot somebody, make sure they're dead, right? So they can't come back and sue you. So we're making a quick video rant where I am going to go over...
Andy, watch out!
Oh my God!
Oh, Andy! What is wrong with you?
Oh dear.
Oh my God! Is she dead?
No, she's still moving. All right, let's go.
If you found the humor in that video, hit the thumbs up button right now. That was top video number 6 of our 2017 Top Florida Gun Supply videos. We are excited about that video because here in the state of Florida, you are protected against liability. If you are not held criminally liable, you cannot be held civilly liable, which means if you don't go to jail, you cannot be sued by the bad guy. This is a great state to live in. If you're excited about that law, hit the thumbs up button right now because I want people to know that you cannot be sued if you use your gun in lawful self-defense. Now, part of what we do here at Florida Gun Supply is to educate, inform, and inspire. We trained over 5,000 people here in Central Florida this year alone. We spent over 900 hours in classroom training time. We had over 2 million video views on Facebook alone. We can't get our statistics off YouTube because we unfortunately lost our YouTube channel due to a policy, a content violation. We uploaded a couple of videos about ISIS and the drone strikes and things like that, and apparently that was against YouTube's policy. But what we did was we've tried to focus on making this community a better, safer place to live. So when Texas happened, we asked the community, when the hurricane in Houston hit and everybody in Houston was underwater, we asked the community to come and donate goods, supplies, money, fuel, and it went bigger than we could have ever imagined. We spent a total of 7 days on the way to and from Texas, producing some great content to inspire Americans, not only to act for Houston, but to act in their own communities. And that's what the ultimate goal was to provide aid at the same time as inspiring America. Take a look at the last update we posted about our Texas trip. Take a look. This is video number 5 of the top 2017 videos, top Florida Gun Supply videos of 2017. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Andy with Florida Gun Supply. 6 days ago, my buddy Adam and I decided to ask our community for emergency donations for the victims of the Texas hurricane. We borrowed a trailer and a canoe and headed west. So after 1 new pulley, 2 wrecker winches, 3 blown tires, they're stopping traffic on the southern bayou. Whoops. We finally made it to our destination, Big Country Gun Range in Alvin, Texas. We had plenty of time to spare, so after getting our beloved yet unused canoe to safety, we decided to do some shooting. We chose some of our favorite targets and got to shooting. Kill shot. While sweeping up the brass, Adam decided to represent Florida Gun Supply a little bit. But that didn't sit well to this angry Mexican Latina, we don't know who he is, who stormed in and started sweeping up.
Well, apparently I wasn't doing it good enough.
Hijo de su chingada madre, cállese los hijos.
I have no idea what you just said to me.
Just kidding. That's Felipe. We're not really sure where he's from, but we know he's legal, and he has a heart of gold.
That's Adam! Felipe! Tina! Oh!
What was his name? What was his name?
Rob!
Rob! By the time we got outside, there were already tons of people waiting for us to open the trailer. We started handing things out, and more and more and more people came. You guys got hit hard?
Yeah, with the water in our apartment, about 2 feet deep.
Oh my gosh. And that little baby was in that? Well, I'm glad we could help you guys out. Thank you. Thank you. Take care of that baby, okay? It was at this moment that Adam and I realized that everything that we'd been through to get this trailer full of supplies from Florida to Texas was worth it. To these people, this wasn't just a trailer full of water, diapers, this was a trailer full of hope. We were told to wait. We were told it wasn't safe. We were told don't go, but we had to go. To show that the United States of America really truly is united. And as the last family walked away, happy and hopeful, Adam and I already started planning our next trip back to Texas with even more supplies and more donations. Who would we meet? What difference could we make? What challenges lie ahead? Whatever may come, with you watching at home, we can get through anything together.
Thank you, Florida. We appreciate it.
I want to hug you and say thank you.
Hit the thumbs up button if that video touched your soul. That video really did. I built a bond with Adam that was unlike any other. I felt connected to the community out in Texas unlike any other. And I felt connected to here locally because we had so many donations and so many supplies that we were planning on making a second trip out to Texas, but unfortunately it didn't happen because Florida got hit with a hurricane as soon as we got back with our boots on the ground. But luckily, Florida Gun Supply was able to provide diapers and water for a lot of people here locally in need that needed help during the hurricane here. Thank you so much, everybody at home, for sharing the content, sharing the videos, and being part of this. This is what we are doing here at Florida Gun Supply. This is what we are doing in 2018, is we're not just training up a bunch of people, selling a bunch of guns, selling some cool products. We are doing what it takes to make a difference in this community. And if you're excited to be part of that, hit the thumbs up button right now. I want to see thumbs ups all across the screen because I am so excited to be part of this and part of this community that we have built over the last few years. I am so honored to be here. Now, part of what we are doing is not just trying to raise a community, but raise our individual families. We want to train our children to have a method and an idea of a better, safer America for what we've done and what they are being called to do. We want to lead our families by example. We want to make sure that our kids and our families are safe and protected and have the same opportunities that we had as we are growing up. So the next video definitely touches my soul, but there's a couple of comments that we want to talk about. Sammy Roldan says, if I don't have a concealed carry permit, is there a legal way to carry a firearm in your car? The answer is yes. I've just published an article on Florida Gun Supply's blog. You can take a look at that at floridagunsupply.com, but it basically says that your gun must be not readily accessible and securely encased, which case law, which is people getting arrested and the judge figuring out what that means your firearm must be in a box that is permanently attached to the vehicle with a lid that shuts. So you may have a gun loaded out of a holster, ready to go in your glove box or center console at 18 with no concealed carry permit. Juanita Kiefer says, you are amazing. Billy News says, hello, everyone from Homosassa. Leslie, good to see you. And guys, I want to let you know that Leslie is joining the Florida Gun Supply team full-time this week. Here's a picture that Leslie sent me of her. Basically, she's packing up her house. She came across this picture. She's actually the middle person on the top of that tank. That is Leslie. She is joining here. Thumbs up if you support our military. military and veterans. Thumbs up all across social media if you support them 100%, because I certainly do. We are so excited to have her, and I've got some tricks up my sleeve for when she does come and join Florida Gun Supply that I need your help for. So hit the thumbs up right now. Lynn says, it's all about community and being part of it. Lynn, we are so happy that you are part of it. You are a very special person to us, and you are coming along great. Lynn has been one of our new range safety officers in training at the range. We are excited to have her here. Richie says, can you open carry on a motorcycle only while you're hunting, fishing, camping, traveling to or from, or traveling to or from a shooting range? So back to it. So our kids and our families, one of the ways that we need to do that is with training. We need to make sure our kids are prepared to not be excited and curious about guns, but to know the responsibility that goes behind guns. But we also want kids to be kids. Take a look at one of my all-time favorite videos that we produced with my son, Christopher.
Hey, Dad, can I have this?
If you go scare 10 people with this, I will buy it for you.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
Will you keep your son in line, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Chris, we got to go.
All this scaring people makes me thirsty.
Guys, we just made it to our number 4 video 2017, and there was not a single piece of real gun content. That's one of the things that Florida Gun Supply is all about. The firearm is just the tool. The firearm is just a fire extinguisher to a fire or a seatbelt to a car accident. It is just there to make sure that you have it in case. That's why the top 3 videos that you've just seen are not firearm related. They are community oriented, family oriented. And if you support that message, hit the thumbs up button right now, because I certainly do. Kevin Hauser, you've just won a sticker courtesy of Florida Gun Supply for being in this video tonight. Send an email to Chris at Florida Gun Supply to make sure that you send her your address over to her, because I want you to be connected, and I want to thank you for joining this video tonight personally. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being connected. Guys, I posted something on Facebook just a few minutes ago, actually about 7 hours ago rather, about a guy. I'm going to show you the pictures here. It's a little bit, you know, don't look if you're a little bit queasy, but a guy apparently was putting on his firearm, walking into an IHOP with his Alien Gear holster. I have an Alien Gear holster right here. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. And the firearm went off, and it looks like it went in the top of his leg, came out, and then went in again. He's going to have some pretty gnarly scars. Here's what he had to say about the whole incident. He says, okay, so I'm a dealer of Alien Gear, and I carry a Glock 19 with a Ghost 3.5 trigger connector and springs, and I have the Alien Gear shapeshift kit, and was using the belt holster part, and was the longest running sentence ever. As always, I take the pistol out of the holster when entering the vehicle. Me and my fiance were going into IHOP, so we park at IHOP. I let her out so I can park. As I got out, I went to holster my firearm, and boom, finger was nowhere near the trigger, and I always put the palm of my hand on the side. I know the pistol didn't misfire, so the only other cause is the holster caught the trigger somehow. Top wound is entrance, the middle wound is exit, calf is grazed. And again, these are the pictures. I want you to comment below with what your thoughts are on that particular situation. Here is the Alien Gear holster. As you can see, not really a lot for you to hang up on in this holster clip, but as we watch the next video, I want you to comment your thoughts on that story, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. The next part is Las Vegas trip part 2. Now, as you know, out in Texas, there was a horrible mass shooting. A crazed gunman perched on top of the 32nd floor of a hotel and unleashed a volley of rounds for 72 minutes on a crowd that was corralled inside fences. It was a wild shooting spree. He used a bump fire stock, and I've got a special connection to Texas, not because I lived out there and worked out there for a year, but because 2 of my closest sorry, I keep saying Texas. It was Las Vegas, because two of my closest friends out there, Joe and Shannon, are just very near and dear to my heart. Joe, if you're watching, I love you and Shannon to death. And they are just the kind of friends that you can, stop talking to for a week or two, and then it just picks up right where it left off. And I love these guys, unconditionally. So, of course, when Las Vegas happened, I had to make a trip out there, and here's what the trip looked like. Take a look.
When I heard about the Las Vegas shooting, I just had to do something. So I bought a plane ticket and a poster board and flew from Tampa to Las Vegas. I've asked every person that I've come into contact with to sign with their support. I was picked up from the Las Vegas airport by my good friends Joe and Shannon, locals who've lived in Vegas for a long time.
Guys, how does it make you feel living locally with America's largest modern day shooting in history?
I feel like a part of the inside of me has been ripped out, that somebody can have the audacity to take their own personal feelings to hurt others and project it that way, when we're one big country that is already having enough trouble standing together as one.
But I can say I'm proud of living here because of the way that we all united and came together as one community to take care of all of our people that were here.
By the time I got from Florida to Mandalay Bay, I had signatures and messages from all over the planet and all walks of life. Each one of these signatures and messages comes with its own story, but all wanted to show unity for one united people.
All of these people that come and take pictures in front of the fabulous Las Vegas sign for the next few days will have our picture and our sign behind them.
And no one will know how far the sign came from or what its story is, but we'll know, and we will remember, and we will pray for Las Vegas.
The memorial here at the Las Vegas sign. Yesterday there was about 4 dozen candles, 2 dozen flowers. Now we're seeing a big thank you to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Vegas Strong, Country Strong, and a huge Vegas banner with a lot more American flags and some balloons. So it's growing, but also the messages on that board not only are thanking the police and the first responders, but there's messages thanking the everyday citizens, thanking Las Vegas for stepping up, thanking tourists for stepping up in times of crisis. Guys?
What a great trip that was. Joe and Shannon, again, thank you. And thank you for everybody that made that trip possible. Now, back to quite a few comments. Michael Damrin says, I love what you do to help people, and your help alone of people is amazing. I support you 100%. My neighbors, Cecil, and is an excellent customer with you guys, and he has taught me a lot about guns. I'll be getting my concealed carry license permit. Definitely do it. We want you in here. Thanks for that comment. Brian says, he left IHOP hopping, LOL. Peace Walker says, LOL. Bobby says, that's why I carry a gun with a hammer. You know, Glocks have a safe action trigger on it. You know, they were formulated in the 80s. They were the first polymer pistol and the first gun to ever have a trigger safety on it. But really, it's not really a trigger safety. It's a marketing gimmick that shows that you can't pull that trigger unless you actually pull it. Now, this guy replaced his original trigger with a 3.5-inch trigger pull, 3.5-pound trigger pull, which that is a hair trigger. That should not be, should have been done in this particular situation, but mistakes can happen to anybody. Charles Christian says, a wrench doesn't make you a mechanic, just like a gun doesn't make you a killer, nor does it make you a ninja. Jacob Novotny says, okay, I'm back. Go Georgia. Jonathan Rutker on YouTube says, my dad just got a concealed carry license. Is there a restriction on the type of ammunition in Stuart, Florida? No, there is not a restriction on the ammunition. Larry Mossberg says, I use my alien gear with my P2111 and my Sky. Don't see how the holster would grab the trigger. I agree. Sarah Welch says, that's why I don't like Glock. Accidental discharges, no such thing. Poor equipment. I'm not a big Glock guy either, but Glock is a good gun. I mean, you know, it's the difference between Ford and Chevy. I'm just not a Glock person. Amy Love Ramsey says, we need to have more people like you out there in the world, like Florida Gun Supply. I appreciate that, Amy. And I got to tell you, Amy, we can't do this without you guys. You guys are the ones that keep us in business. If you don't shop here at Florida Gun Supply, if you don't do training here at Florida Gun Supply, we can't do these things. That's why we've been so busy at the end of 2017, because people recognize that we actually care. Dan McVeigh says his shirt had to have caught on the reholster. And Jesse Adams says, my husband took our two oldest to the range today to teach them gun safety and how to shoot. They had a blast on their first visit to the range. Jesse Adams, I want you to have a sticker courtesy of Florida Gun Supply for raising those kids right. Send an email to Carissa at Florida Gun Supply with your information, and she will get back to you. Guys, we in just a few minutes, we're going to be announcing the car giveaway that we have going on. We basically purchased a car with our own money. And we brought it to a mechanic. Now, we were told it had one thing wrong with it, but when they pulled it out, it turns out the one thing that was wrong with it made the entire front of the car be pulled off. It made then they found out that the water pump was down. Then they found that the AC compressor was down. I mean, this thing has been an absolute nightmare. We got way over our heads, but the car is finally ready. Now, the one thing I will say is that there is no AC in the car, and it would have cost us another $1,500 to get that going. But unfortunately, we just didn't have the money to do that. You know, at the end of the year, you know, with taxes and everything like that. So, you know, the car is in good, mechanical shape. It's going to be a very good car. I'd drive that car to Massachusetts and back. It absolutely is very good. In fact, I wouldn't drive it to Massachusetts because you can't carry there. But we're going to get to that in a few minutes. We've got a couple videos left. Video number 2 of the top 2017 videos is the Patriotic Evening video. We had applied as vendors in the Patriotic Evening. Our application was approved. It's a local event here in Citrus County. And at the last minute, they pulled the plug on us and a few other vendors, but we showed up anyway. Hit the thumbs up button if you like a little bit of protest. Take a look at how many times we were kicked out of one event.
First.
Operation Booth at the Patriotic Evening Anyway starts now.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So we are at our booth at the Patriotic Evening. The City of Inverness said we can't do it. We can't have our booth. Oh, this is our booth outside in the parking spot. The same booth we were going to have, minus the raffle pickup. We are at the Florida Gun Supply Forbidden Booth outside of the Patriotic Evening event. 30 minutes. We lasted 30 minutes. So our protest booth lasted 30 minutes before the cops asked us to leave, and obviously we support law enforcement, so we will have to listen to them, but we're gonna go give out free shirts. If we can't sell stuff on the side of the road for charity, we're gonna go give shirts away. All right, guys, go give away free stuff. Operation Free Stuff is starting right now. Because, guys, honestly, City of Inverness has said that we are not allowed to be here because there are too many people expect it. As you can see, there's not...
Kicked out again. That was a really fun day, the Patriotic Evening. We would have had a blast. We tried to give away free shirts left and right. We tried to follow the law, but unfortunately we were kicked out like 3 different times. The City of Inverness, it is no question, they do not like us. You know, we are very loud and obnoxious at times, but we have to be because we are standing up for a country that matters. And if you agree with that theme, hit the thumbs up button right now. I want to see thumbs up all across. In fact, right now, I want to see the laughter button for that video. I want to see the laughter button all across Facebook. A couple of stickers to give away. First of all, Molly Wedge, old friend, you get a free sticker courtesy of Florida Gun Supply. Send an email to Carissa at FloridaGunSupply.com with your address, and she will get you one. Bobby Lee Holland, you get a free sticker. Send an email to Carissa at Florida Gun Supply with your address. We'll get one out to you. And Jesse Adams as well. We want to get you a free sticker as well. EJ Bognier says, is this what we have come to? Brian Sharp says, I'd like no AC over Studebaker Express any day. I appreciate that. And Brian, we definitely appreciate your help. Brian has offered to detail the car before we give it out, and this thing definitely needs it. It is in great shape, but definitely could use a little cleanup. And we're very excited to get to that giveaway in just a few minutes. Now, the #1 video of 2017 is one that Carissa and I just absolutely enjoy and we love. It was a video that we created on a fly. We saw a bunch of cops out to eat on the way home from one of our mobile classes. And this video is just near and dear to our hearts because the cops were so cool about making this video. And it's funny, watch the cop when you're watching this video. Watch the cop with his back turned to us. He didn't know what was going on. Every other cop at the table knew what we were going to do, but the one with his back turned to us had no idea what was going to happen because he came after we got a discussion going with the cops. And so it absolutely was funny. And it was even funnier that you can tell how nervous this guy is as we walk by. If you support law enforcement, hit the thumbs up all across social media. When we come back from this video, Carissa will be joining us, and we're going to be talking about the winner of the free car giveaway and some other cool things that we're doing. So take a look at video #1, how not to concealed carry around law enforcement officers. Take a look. We've just got to reposition ourselves and let the camera focus in a little bit. We don't have the most high-tech gear in the world, but it is getting there. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it's not zooming in here and focusing. This is totally odd.
We're not real people.
Yeah, I guess we're not real people. What we're going to do is we're going to fiddle with this just for another second here and wait for it to tune in. Let me just pause the camera. And that did not help. So anyway, we're going to continue as we discuss about this. I'm not sure why it's not zooming in, but there's really nothing we can really do about it here. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. We're good. All right. So a couple of things. First of all, the reason that I brought Carissa into this video is because she played a big part in the giveaway for this car. And if you're excited about us giving away a car, hit the thumbs up button right now. Look, all the social media is laughing at us, by the way. Hit the thumbs up button right now because we are finally here able to, use this. And we're using this car. I mean, it's only one car. And, it definitely is to help a family. But again, what we want to do is we want to inspire people to see, to lead by example. We want to make sure that people are seeing what we're doing and putting our money where our mouth is and saying that we can together make America a better, safer place to live. And so I'm going to pass the floor over to Carissa. And Carissa, I want you to tell us, first of all, if you can give us an idea of how many people entered and what it was like going through each and every one of these emails, because Carissa read every single one of these applications. Go ahead and take us away, Carissa.
Well, we had this many applications, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, just so you guys know, that's 423 separate people that entered to win this car. 472 or 423, somewhere around there. 450, a little bit less than 450 emails that we had to go through.
I spent every night for a couple weeks printing out everybody's application and taking them home with me and reading them to my husband and getting like really nervous about having to be part of making this decision. And I remember video calling you one night saying, I wish we had more cars to give away, because it's so, knowing the problems that people are having in our community has been not a burden, but it makes me realize more how much more we could be doing as a community, because there's families all over the place who need just a little bit of help, and it was difficult.
Absolutely. Henrik says, is this live? Yes, it is, Henrik. Thanks for joining us. and Tree Rish already answered. Brian says it's heart-wrenching, and it was, Brian. I mean, we had to go through all of these things, and Carissa made a short stack of all the ones that she thought, you know, were kind of the top, and then her, Robert, and I came together. We talked to Brian about it a little bit, and we finally came to a decision. It was very, very difficult to do. If you're excited to be part of this, hit the thumbs up button right now, and I want to thank everybody at home for helping us. Before we let you guys know who did it, or who's getting that free car, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we have here. These are called our Still Proud cards, okay? What these are pay it forward cards. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you know, you pay it forward already. You know, sometimes when you're at McDonald's, you pay for the person behind you, or when you're out to breakfast, you pay for people, you know, and just surprise them and have a good day. But this is an official campaign that we've started here for the first day of 2017. These are our pay it forward cards, and on the back of it, it says, "You've just received a random act of kindness from someone who is the last of a dying breed of Americans and still believes that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness can defeat corporate greed and corrupt politicians. This person is still proud to be an American. Are you?" Pay it forward and share your story at stillproud.us. And we've got a bunch of these cards. They're expensive to produce. These cards, they're plastic cards, you know, very durable. They're very expensive to produce, but, you know, about as durable as a credit card. But we're basically asking you guys to cover our cost on these cards, which is $2.50 to get it to you. And then do a pay it forward campaign. And let's see how far across America we can get these cards, because they encourage the person that receives it to do another good deed and pay it forward. And we're very excited about that. So back to this giveaway, Carissa, who did we decide and why did we decide? You know, would you mind, could we, you know, go over the story and talk about it a little bit? In fact, I wouldn't mind reading the email and paraphrasing it, and then we can kind of decide and answer why we chose this person. So do you want to skim through it, or do you want me to skim through it? How do you want to do it?
Sure, I'll go through it. So it says, you know, thanks, Andy, for offering this contest. There's so many people who are in need, and having a car would make things so much easier for them. I'm a single father with 4 kids and going through a divorce. My kid's mother and I have an agreement that we would split custody of the kids 1 week on and 1 week off, and for a while it worked until there was a problem with his transmission in his car, and it went out. And he's only able to take his kids on the weekend because he's not able to bring his kids to school anymore. It's hard for him to find a ride to get his kids. It's hard for him to get his mom to the things that she needs to get to. And he's only able to spend a couple days on the weekend with his kids, and he works on the weekends at a restaurant. So he's really not able to enjoy that time that he's given. So yeah, his kids range from 7 to 16, which are, I think, for, you know, most kids, those are like the prime ages that they need to have their dad around. And
it was one of the factors in going into choosing who, you know, was going to receive this car. Is it's a Ford Taurus with, you know, 2 seats in the back, 1 in the front. You know, we had to make sure the whole family's going to fit in the car, and so that was a big factor in this as well. You know, to make sure that the family was going to fit in that car. And of course, you know, a lot of you guys know about my custody battle. I went through a 5-year battle for custody of my 5-year-old boy, the boy that you saw in this video running around in Walmart. I went through a 5-year battle, and I couldn't have gone through it without you donating and helping me along the way. And you know, hundreds of people donated, and, you know, over the 5 years, and I couldn't have done it without you. And so this is a kind of, you know, very heartfelt for me that I can turn around and pay it forward to somebody that's in a similar position to what I had to go through. And so, Carissa, do you want to reveal the name of the person that's going to be receiving this vehicle?
Yes. So he is his name, sorry, is Scott Cartoon, and he is here in Citrus County.
Great. He's here in Citrus County. Scott Cartoon. If you know who Scott is, or you've heard of Scott, I want you to tag him in this video. He may not be watching this video live. We did not base this around who supports Florida Gun Supply the most. We didn't base this around, you know, who donates to Florida Gun Supply the most, or who, you know, helps Florida Gun Supply the most. We based this around who we just felt connected to. We had a lot of time and a lot of thought and prayer, you know, into this. Unfortunately, we wish we had 500 cars to give away so we could give every person a car. But please do what you can right now below to say good luck, Scott. We had a couple of people help, offering to donate as well. In fact, Heather Lynn decided to donate some things in the trunk. It's just it's been a very heartwarming thing to do, and we are excited to be part of this. We're excited that we had the opportunity to do it. And Brian says, heck yes, Scott Cartoon. And Cartoon is spelled K-A-R-T-U-N-E. That's Scott, S-C-O-T-T, K-A-R-T-U-N-E. We're very excited to be doing that. Now, I am back to one of our promo videos. Take a look while we get things situated, and we're going to talk about a couple more things that you need to know about. Here you go.
Something I've always wanted to do with Florida Gun Supply is take a famous AR-15 build class. And guess what? We did it today. Merry Christmas for mother and son.
It's been awesome so far. I got this built so far. So, I just automatically assumed that in Texas there would be tons of opportunities, tons of places that would have these types of classes. And there just wasn't. It's actually pretty rare.
The whole class was awesome. Just putting together a gun, something that you can call your own, that you built and made, knowing how to take it apart and put it together or modify it if you want to put different grips on it or anything like that.
Was it worth the money?
Yeah, for sure it was worth the money.
Good.
Every day. Can barely buy an assembled one for this cost.
You need to get armed and trained and carry daily.
What a good time to be connected to Florida Gun Supply. Thank you guys for being awesome in this video. Now, in 2017, at the close of 2017, I have a couple thank yous to mention. And I can't mention everybody because, of course, there were so many people that contributed to the success of Florida Gun Supply. But first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to my girlfriend, Lindsay, for being there this year for, not just me and the business and my son, but just being an awesome person out there. And I want to say a big thank you to kudos. It's very difficult to date the Andy Hallinan guy of Florida Gun Supply, as I'm sure that you can imagine. We've got a hate group out there that tries to mess with us and mess with her and her job, and we've got people that are out to get us, and we've got people that are. But really, it's all worth it. And I want to thank Lindsay, for being there. For all of 2017 and hopefully all of 2018 as well. I want to thank you to my friends and family, Lou Caldwell out there, Robert Gwynn, Carissa Gandy, and especially Connie Gwynn. Connie Gwynn is Robert's lawfully wedded wife, who he sometimes decides that he needs to, build a new thing out at the shooting range or build a new shelf at Florida Gun Supply because he loves this mission so much. And unfortunately, he can't be at two places at once. So Connie, thank you for bearing with us. Brian Sharp, George McClellan, patriotic people like that are out there. That are really building. Joe Frades, Jacob Novotny, our super fans out there. Thank you for being part of this, and thank you for being connected to a movement that is worthy, a movement that does not conflict with our moral or religious background, a movement that we love to be part of. Tabitha Aerts is my locksmith, and she's gotten me literally locked out of pretty much everything that I own 12.5 times, and she's always there in 20 minutes. I mean, just absolutely, the people that we're connected to are just absolutely people that we love and we're glad to be connected to, and some old friends that we've parted ways with. Deborah Percillo, Adam Caldwell, Corey Caldwell, the entire Caldwell family. We love you guys to death, and I say that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. That I hope you guys are doing well. We love you guys and wish you well in everything that we do. And everybody down below that you guys are watching. Lynn, good to see you as well, and I want to thank you for being part of this, because again, what we're trying to do here is not sell a bunch of guns and train a bunch of people. We're trying to inspire you at home to go out, get off your couch, be a better father, teacher, preacher, pastor, whatever it is that you do. We're trying to get you to take the next step and be worthy of the people that are around you. If you want to be treated a certain way, we want to encourage you to treat others that way. Everybody down below is giving such kudos to Robert. I appreciate that. Jesse Woodard, Larry, and Robert as well. Thank you for giving kudos to Robert. You know, this mission and what you're going to see in 2017, I want to kind of cast a vision for you. I want to cast a vision. 2018 is going to be the greatest year in Florida Gun Supply history for a couple of reasons. At the end of January, I am doing something incredible that I have wanted to do all of my career for the last 6 years and all 30,000 students. I've thought about what I'm going to do at the end of January. Every single class, every single day, and I cannot wait to do it because it's going to take Florida Gun Supply to the next level. We're having Leslie join up, and who is another veteran, and she's going to be here and be part of this. We're having, you know, the business is going to, you're going to see some crazy things at the end of 2017, and you're going to be part of it. And that is what is exciting for us, is that we are able to lead this community into greatness. We're going to be able to inspire Americans to get armed, get trained, carry daily, and to be a better person, a better American, a better father, a better mother. Joe Frady says, yes, it is the tree, the Robert that fell out of the tree. Guys, make sure you pick up one of your Still Proud cards. They're $2.50 if you're local, or they're $2.50 if you're online, so we can cover our costs. But I want to get these out in the community and see how far away these go. After people are, you know, doing the Pay It Forward campaign, they're encouraged to go on the Florida Gun Supply Facebook page and comment what we've done for them. I'm so excited, guys. I am so pleased to be among a Second Amendment movement that matters, that's making a difference, and that makes America a better, safer place to live. Jacob and Gabriel Novotny, thank you for leading our charge in Ohio. And thank you for Jeff Janet Deason to help us in the very beginning with our wheelchair ramps, you know, and the wheelchair accessibility at the range. We're so excited to have you here. And Janice Greenleaf is going to win a free sticker as well for just being an awesome supporter. Rick Kelly says, make America great again. And guys, I am surely inspired after this particular show. Brian says, hey, I'll be up in the morning to get that car. I appreciate that, Brian. Absolutely. Can't wait for you to be here, and good to see you guys. Listen, guys, this is Andy with Florida Gun Supply. As always, my message is to get armed, get trained, carry daily, and long live this beautiful and worthy republic. Good night. And we are muted. There are so many people that I forgot to say thank you to. You know, John Price didn't actually give me a watch. I didn't see him in here.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe he didn't get a watch. But I didn't see
Who's
him.
Kaz the Creeper?
Oh, he was being creepy.
What's he saying? On YouTube?
Yeah, someone on
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah, not even a real thing. Michelle Bice says, this is a good one.
He probably lives in California.
Probably is a California guy.
Yeah.
Tabitha Ayers, I had to give her a thank you because she has gotten me in my truck and my shop and my house a million times.
You could literally not exist without her.
I could not exist without her and Lou Caldwell and Lindsay. And, you know, I mean, it's just nuts. It's just nuts. The amount of people that we have connected with this year has been great. Now, unfortunately, some of them are no longer with us. Just, you know, they've gone on to do bigger things or whatnot, but. You know, I still love them to death. Leslie, I can't wait for Leslie to
I'm so excited.
Larry Antich. I wonder if that's like the name of a cream. Larry Antich.
Antich? That sounds really familiar. I talked to him on the phone.
Did you?
Yes. Huh?
Ron Charneski. Ron Spencer. That's
Why
an
did you
easy
say
name.
it like that?
Well, how else are you going to say Charneski?
You're saying it like a serial killer.
Trina Hill just joined and it's like we're leaving.
She's so late. You need to go back. Watch again.
Yeah, rewind, repeat. Billy New commenting. Billy. I think it's really Billy.
Billy.
Jacob Novotny says his mom picked the lock to their house. Jacob Novotny's mom picked my locks too.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Michael Shane.
I'm pretty sure Lindsay should get a raise for dating you.
I know, right? It's difficult to date me.
I wouldn't want to do it.
I can't imagine. My beard doesn't even go right.
Oh my gosh, someone said something about your beard. And I was totally distracted.
This patch over here is white. This patch doesn't work.
Hilarious. I can't remember what they said, but it was hilarious.
Whoever made beard comments on me is going to need to give me a free sticker.
Katrina Hill, is that a person?
Katrina Hill, yeah. Katrina Hill, yeah,
It was her who said
Katrina's great. Yeah, I think she sells beard products. I think she's a little biased.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she said that your beard looks like something that belongs on the Duck Dynasty. Ha ha ha, it was so funny.
Where's the ban button? Katrina is getting banned. Get armed, get trained, Carrie Daly, and ban Katrina Hill.